Now we're going to look at the order of operations when we're working with multiplication and division. So again, we're going to start with an application problem. I'm going to highlight our givens and our goals. So suppose you and your 3 siblings inherit $40,000. You divide it amongst yourselves equally. You then invest your portion and make 5 times the amount of your portion. That's our given information. I see the goal coming up. Oops. How much money do you have? And it says be sure to indicate every step of your process. So let's do this step by step and not worry about writing it horizontally yet. Well, you and your 3 siblings, so a total of 4 of you, inherit $40,000 and you divide it amongst yourself equally. So you're sharing it. So we have $40,000 divided among 4 people will be $10,000. Okay, so you could think of this, we didn't have any base blocks that were 10,000 chips, but you could think if we had 4 10,000 chips, each one of you would get one of them, 40,000 divided by 4. Now, you invest your portion and make 5 times the amount of your portion. So this is, everybody gets 10,000, so that's your portion too. And we're going to take that and multiply it by 5. And you get $50,000. So this is the result of how much money you have. You have $50,000. Okay. So now we're going to write this as a string of operations horizontally. And just like we did before, we're going to write this from left to right. So we start with the 40,000. We divided by 4. And then we multiplied by 5. So we took the results of this, which was 10,000, and then we multiplied the 10,000 by 5, which goes here. So this is how we're going to represent this horizontally. Now let's just do a check like we did before about the order. Does it matter if we do the division first or the multiplication first? So we already did the division first up here. Let's see what happens if we did the multiplication first. Well, we would have $40,000 divided by 4 times 5. If we did the multiplication first, we do 4 times 5 is 20. And 40,000 divided by 20 is going to be 2,000. Okay, and I didn't do the long division there, but maybe you can see that result. 20 will go into 42 times and then 3 zeros. Well, in this scenario, if we computed it this way, the amount of money you would have in the end is only 2,000 instead of 50,000. So this is not the correct way to do it in the context of this problem. So if you think about it, this would be, since we multiplied the number of siblings times 5, it's almost as if you shared the 40,000 with 20 people instead of sharing it with 4 people and then multiplying your earnings by 5. So this is a very different outcome. And again, that's why we need these order of operation rules, so we know which to do. And just like with addition and subtraction, when you need to multiply or divide 2 or more numbers in a problem, we'll perform the operations from left to right. So it's not necessarily the case that division always comes first and multiplication doesn't. It just matters that they can be different, and we should always work from left to right. Here, division is first, so we do that first, then multiplication.